Hello everyone, welcome to the video of Fourier transform. This is the first video on the Fourier transform. We are going to see what is Fourier transform, then the difference between Fourier transform and Fourier series. So let us move towards the topic. So first of all, let us know what is Fourier transform is. So Fourier transform is a mathematical model which is used to convert the function in the amplitude versus time domain to amplitude versus frequency domain for non-periodic function. This is important term. It is done for non-periodic function. Now it differs from Fourier series. So Fourier series is done for periodic function, whereas Fourier transform it does for non-periodic function. When we saw the Fourier series, it's compulsory to have a periodic function for that, whereas in case of Fourier transform, it is compulsory it should have non-periodic function. This is the difference between Fourier transform and Fourier series. So next one is, what is the formula of Fourier transform? So Fourier transform is denoted by f of s, and it is given by f of s is equals to 1 by under root of 2 pi. Integration varies from minus infinity to infinity e raised to iota sx into f of x dx. Next one is f of x. F of x is a inverse Fourier transform. Okay, f of s is Fourier transform of f of x, and f of x is a inverse Fourier transform of f of s. This is the difference between Fourier transform and inverse Fourier transform. Okay, the formula for inverse Fourier transform is equals to 1 by under root of 2 pi. Integration varies from minus infinity to infinity f of s into e raised to minus iota sx into dx. Okay, so let us move towards the first problem based on Fourier transform. So question is that find the Fourier transform of f of x. In curly braces we have 1 for mod of x is less than a, and second one is 0 for mod of x is greater than a. Okay, so moving toward the solution, first of all we will write the formula of Fourier transform, that is f of s is equals to 1 by under root of 2 pi. Integration varies from minus infinity to infinity f of x e raised to iota sx into dx. Okay, write the proper formula. As in this problem we have to calculate or we have to find the Fourier transform, so we are using this first formula. If we have to find inverse Fourier transform, then we are going to use second formula. Okay, so now we are denoted this given formula by equation number 1, and now in next step we will substitute the values of f of x in equation number 1. Before that we will elaborate this condition. Okay, so first condition is that uh, mod of x is less than a. Okay, and second means that mod of x is greater than a. So mod of x is less than a means the limits will be varies from minus infinity to minus a. Okay, then next one will be minus a to plus a, and last one will be a to infinity. These are the three limits. Okay, so we will write this our given equation number 1 in this form, because these given conditions are already mentioned. Okay, so according to that condition we have taken the limits. Now after that we will find the values corresponding to that limits. So in first, minus a to a, will be lie in this condition. Okay, so value of f of x is 1, so we will put f of x is equals to 1 in next step, and remaining will be as it is. Now in next, minus infinity to minus a, this will be line this limit, that is mod of x is greater than a, so the value of f of x will be 0, so this whole term will become 0. Next, a to infinity, this whole term will also become 0 because it lies in mod of x is greater than a. So in next step, f of s is equals to 1 by under root 2 pi integration from minus a to a, value of f of x is 1. Okay, because according to the limits, then e raised to iota sx into dx. Okay, then in next step, f of s is equals to 1 by under root 2 pi minus a to a. Now we know that expansion of e raised to iota sx is equals to cos of sx plus I sin sx into dx. This we already saw in complex numbers. Okay, we know that expansion of e raised to I theta is equals to cos theta plus I sin theta. Okay, this we already saw in complex numbers. So according to that, we uh, explore that formulas. Okay, or we simplify this formula. Now in next step, here the limits we will separate. Okay, so 1 by under root 2 pi minus a to a cos sx into dx. Okay, we separately writing these terms for easy calculation of integration. Then second will be plus 1 by under root 2 pi minus a to a I sin sx into dx. So here the given limits are minus a to a, that is we can say that opposite limits. So in 12th we already saw for even function we are denoting this by 2 times 0 to a integration from 0 to a f of x dx, and if we have odd function, okay, then we are directly writing equals to 0. So here in this case the sine is odd function. Okay, this is we already saw in Fourier series, and cos is even function. So for sine, the value of this integration will directly become equals to 0 by using the property of opposite limits, that is integration of minus a to a f of x dx, that we already saw in 12th standard. Okay, so moving towards next, this term will directly become 0. Okay, now coming to the remaining term, f of s is equals to 1 by under root 2 pi integration varies from minus a to a cos sx into dx. So now integrating cos sx, so integration of cos sx will be sin sx divided by s, and putting the limits from minus a to a. Okay, now simplifying this, after simplification we will get f of s is equals to under root 2 by pi into sin sa divided by s. This is the solution for Fourier transformation. I hope you got the explanation to the video. Please like, subscribe and share. Thank you very much for watching.